Now. Yeah, I'm recording.
Oh.
As am I, so hello. Finally, someone enthusiastic to do an intro.
Great.
So, by the time this goes up, it'll be next year.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And
Yeah,
for once,
this year went by
for once,
fast.
we're not just talking about me.
Yes, this is the first new episode of the Foxfire Podcast in 2022.
Wow.
And I don't know why I find that super depressing, because it's already 2022.
It's not that
I
depressing.
mean, it is kind of a scary thought, isn't it?
Year went fast, I will say that.
Yeah. And two of us
Now-
have alcohol.
I have to admit, I was drinking before this, too.
I specifically wanted to fix myself a cocktail before we started.
I got a whiskey set for Christmas, and I want to make use of it.
Ah.
And I was like, I want a mild caffeine hit before I do this.
Yeah, Nate has tea, of all things,
Mhm.
so...
Hey, nothing wrong with tea. That's my
Yeah,
show.
I'm just memeing. Because, like, tea instead of soda.
Yeah.
When you want a caffeine hit. Or, like, coffee, even.
Mhm.
No.
Hey,
And
I'm
then there's just
I'm just
bees around
into variety and specialty teas.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even a tea bag tea; it's an oolong tea that is just. Yeah,
God.
I'm one of those types of people.
Yeah, Nate is a tea nerd.
I kind of can relate with that because I am as well.
Yeah.
I just don't really tell people about
Yeah.
that.
Specifically, it is a Qin Xuan oolong tea.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I got a fancy jasmine tea that I have to put in a tea ball for Christmas.
Hmm.
I haven't had it yet, but it smells so good.
I'm not a huge fan of tea. Like, I have some peppermint tea just sitting there, which is probably old and dry or whatever. But, yeah, I don't drink tea a lot, but yeah. When I do, I just pour loads of sugar into it.
That depends on the tea for me.
I like sweet
Yeah.
things. I say as I'm drinking rum.
I really only sweeten my tea if it's like Earl Grey. I sweeten Earl Grey.
Mhm. That is one
Otherwise,
I have to
don't.
sweeten. Some green teas I'll sweeten with honey.
Yeah. Usually, I don't need to.
I tend to let it over brew, so it gets a little bitter.
Yeah, that would explain it. But yeah, like I have an electric kettle that you can set to specific temperatures just to brew the tea nicely and stuff like that.
Fancy.
I am an inch away from getting one of those.
It's so convenient, and it's probably my single favorite kitchen appliance I own.
I mean,
Because like
How
it's not
fast does
just for tea. Like if you just put like a cup, like not a cup measurement, but like, a cup's worth of water in it, it takes just a couple minutes.
oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
Convenient.
Hello.
Oh.
Who's
Oh, where
Yeah,
he joined?
full house today.
I didn't even hear the join noise.
Hmm.
Yeah, so we got a party in here.
This is a good way to start the new year.
It is.
Heck yeah.
Phoenix, we forgot to talk about something last week.
Forgot to take. Oh wait, what? What in general?
Minecraft stuff.
Be more specific.
Hermitcraft.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch 90% of the season, but I watched the finale, and holy shit, that was a cinematic
That was an
finale.
out of nowhere finale. Especially because
Go ahead.
this season lasted at least 100 days less than the next shortest season.
Mhm.
Like, it was less than... There was a graph someone made. It was less than 200 days, and I'm pretty sure that every other season was at least a year long.
Yeah. I mean, if you go by episode count, Green's ended on, what, episode 28?
Something like that?
And his usually going to the 50s at least, at
Yeah.
minimum.
Yeah.
Just a moon crash. Spoiler alert for those who haven't seen it, or
Yeah.
those who actually care. The moon crashes into the planet.
Yeah. It's like, what?
Like you said, that's out of left field.
Yeah, it was like we knew that the moon was going to hit the planet at some point, but we didn't know that would end the season.
Yeah. Like, I thought it would, like, when they jumped through the void, I thought they were just going to pop into 1.18 world.
I had to actually go onto the Hermitcraft subreddit and ask what the hell is going on, because I can't tell if this is a season finale or if they're just doing like this interim thing to transition to 1.18 and get the holidays out of the way, because it was timed, like they were getting the holidays out of the way. But people were also mentioning, okay, everyone seems to be wrapping up their seasons, even though things feel unfinished. A lot of people are ending projects or finishing with projects. And there was no Christmas district,
Alright.
which they always have by like late November.
I wonder. No, this is. I wonder if we're just going to get a Third Life season 3 immediately.
Probably not.
They seem to have more fun doing that, though.
Well, that's because of the nature of Last Life. It's just very, like, spontaneous.
Chaotic.
Yeah. And of course, apparently the whole moon subplot was Grian's idea.
Was it?
Yeah, according to Impulse.
That's funny. Was it a mod or a plugin that let that screwed with the gravity?
It was a custom mod, and technically it like never actually did anything with the gravity of the blocks. Like all the blocks that were flying up and leaving holes, that was purely visual. The actual blocks are still there. You could see in one of Impulse's streams that he tried to throw some trash items into one of the holes and was just kind of floating there, and he kind of just walked away without acknowledging it because he didn't want to draw attention to it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and it was... The mod was also causing the random earthquakes. It was causing them to have slow falling and jump boost, and apparently, like, every week, Doc went into the settings for the mod and tweaked it very slightly so that it would just progressively get worse, which I think was clever.
I thought that was a really good idea. It was like, it kind of reminded me of Majora's Mask, the moon crashing into the planet.
Yeah, I mean,
and I think that was like they were wearing that influence on the sleeve with it a bit.
Yeah.
But I kind of would love to play Minecraft like that. It's like you have a limited amount of time to either get the hell out or save the planet.
Yeah.
It would be fun. I'm not someone who deals well with time limits in video game.
Neither am I.
It wouldn't be for me.
It's just it was normally like that shit gives me anxiety.
Yeah.
But it just looked so fun, and instead of being what Legend of Zelda is, to be in a survival setting like that, I don't think it's been done before. Or if it has, I've never seen it.
With Minecraft, it kind of has, but not as much of a time limit. Because what I'm thinking of is, what was it called? Crash Landing, mod pack / map. That was like a survival challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Had a couple of my favorite 1.7 mods in it, or 1.7 and before, rather, which would be like X Nilo and Tinker's Construct.
Yeah, wasn't Crash Landing 1.6.4?
Probably. Yeah, sounds about right.
I loved watching Tinker's Construct videos. I've been so many different YouTubers' exploration of that mod pack.
Let's see.
Well, Tinker's Construct isn't a mod pack; it's an actual mod. But
Yeah, it adds technology to Minecraft.
Yeah, Crash Landing was 164.
Geez, I feel old.
164 was kind of one of those golden ages of modding.
And the next one was 1710, right?
Yeah. It took a long time to get from. Actually, no. I think I'm thinking of the next step, because I think 164 to 1710 was pretty normal. But then after 1710, Mojang just changed so much about Minecraft that it took a long time for mods to catch up.
Yeah, I think it maybe 1.12 was the next time that modding really took off like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Because that's when Quark was the thing.
Quark started in 1.8. I mean,
well, I mean that's when it got super popular, rather.
Yeah.
Random question. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
How hard would it be to add mods to Foxfire?
That would have to be on Wim's side, and that's a little bit too much to deal with, because not only does Wim have to have the mods, we have to have the mods, and we have to figure out, okay, how do we best make these compatible? And Nate would have more to say on this topic than I would.
Yeah, so you'd have to get Forge installed on the server, which is a huge deal. That is a headache.
So basically, never bring this subject up again.
Basically. We're gonna have to make do with data packs.
Which I love. I won't. Yeah. I don't think I can ever play without data packs again.
Same. I'm feeling the lack of data packs on the interim server.
Especially the tree feller one.
Yeah. Yeah. There's the fast leaf decay, the tree one, silence mobs because we have 2 pet phantoms.
You also have the crafting, where you could craft stairs back into the base blocks and
crafting
back
eggs.
Into the base. Yeah.
A bunch of crafting things, like turning amethyst blocks back into amethyst shards.
Mm-hmm. So many quality of life changes that should be in base Minecraft.
Yeah,
and a lot of the crafting changes were things that I set up rather than vanilla tweaks.
Right. And let's not forget the additions to the Nether in the end.
Yeah. Incendium is the best fucking data pack. Seriously.
It is. I think when we did a series, I had the most fun in the Nether.
The Nether scares me.
And I was just going full on rushing in without concern.
Yeah.
For me, in general, I find the Nether to be kind of boring, even when there's mods that expand it. It's just not really my thing.
Incendium changed that, because I kind of understand, because the Nether, what is there to do in there besides farm?
Yeah.
Incendium added how many different boss battles?
I don't know about boss battles, but they certainly added a bunch of biomes.
No, there was the King Pig inside the castle.
Oh yeah, with the fucking just the piglins with elytra and rockets.
Netherite armor.
But more importantly, elytra and rockets, because that is literally when pigs fly.
And the thing is, it actually flew quite well.
Yeah, it's how does the AI know to do this?
It was very impressive.
Because remember, data packs are all vanilla. So somewhere in Minecraft's code, piglins are able to use rockets and elytra.
I mean, you can do that with functions, couldn't you? I mean,
they flew just like a player-controlled entity.
They switched to their axe when trying to break your shield. Yeah.
It made the castle very hard. Didn't we just say screw and we switched to creative while we were doing it that one time?
No, you were on. No, we were doing creative throughout the series in general, but you did the castle pretty much by yourself, I think.
Oh, right. That's when neither of you wanted to play. That's when we were starting to wind down.
Yeah. Or rather, that was when you started streaming Minecraft, and then I think my internet took the hit.
I think so. That's my 3 streams I did with Minecraft.
I cameoed in one.
You did. By accident. You did.
Because I was trying to show you block palettes or something.
Right, yeah. I remember, for the Dwarven City I was building.
Yeah.
Times.
Hmm?
Good times.
Yeah.
I had fun on that. I talked like it was years ago, and it was literally a month ago. And I'm a pirate, you.
But yeah, when it comes to Minecraft, especially modded Minecraft, I tend to like the tech stuff and doing stuff like
That's
that
fair.
rather than combat.
I forgot you were here, Wordy, and was momentarily extremely confused.
I saw everyone's in here, so I'm like, yeah, let me just join. Trying to work on wiki stuff and getting stuck, and I'm like, ugh. I thought I decided to slap Munchlax in. I'm like, well, here we go again. So that's already done.
Yeah, I would say refrain from doing too much for Munchlax right now.
I already finished it.
Oh, okay.
It was like 5 seconds.
Okay, I was gonna say because there is something about Munchlax that I kind of want people to discover by themselves.
Well, it wasn't really. Don't know. I don't know what it is. So it's
Okay. That works.
I just did the rule standard page. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at the page now. Yeah, you're good.
The problem is I don't know what the percentage for the whole tree is. I don't have the whole tree data, so I'm like,
I don't remember. I think it varies on the
whoa.
tree.
Oh, I see.
I clicked into Firefox and momentarily lost RMXP.
Good job.
Can you blame me, all things considered?
Not really, no. Good job regardless, though.
Yeah. On that note, rum is good.
As is whiskey.
Okay. So, yeah, it's gonna be fun seeing the first person discover what's special about Munchlax.
I mean, now
Do
it's
I know what's
semi-public that there is something
Okay.
special about Munchlax.
That said, no offense,
Giga.
Phoenix, but I don't know if anyone in the Sardonyx server or anyone who actually regularly plays Sardonyx watches this podcast.
That's fair.
All right, I just
They
fixed
didn't
it real
watch the
quick.
podcast.
You just what?
Oh,
I
they
just
didn't
fixed the
watch
page real
podcast.
quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no offense, Phoenix.
No, I'm taking. I don't know. I see who I keep track of the views. What really getting views right now is Avorian. But Foxfire, I gotta say, Foxfire is getting views.
How many?
I can count them on my hand.
Yeah, because one of them is me and one of them is probably Giga.
Yeah.
So that means there's at least 3 people, at minimum, at most 3 people. I don't know who's watching. Sure, a couple are my friends.
Yeah. Hey, if you're watching this on Phoenix's channel, comment.
Who are you?
You're welcome.
I get out of this by blowing it up.
That's like when fairly popular YouTubers say, oh, I know X% of you aren't subscribed when you watch this video.
Oh, I can actually say I know most of the people who watch my stuff are subscribed.
Yeah. It depends on how big you are.
Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Everybody okay?
Yeah,
Mm,
things settling in my trash can.
Okay.
Okay.
Gravity.
Mhm.
All right then.
Everything's fine.
How should we all start off this new year? Any good advice for the few people watching?
No.
If I knew, I'd be applying that. So
Keep living.
Just
Just
say
remember,
no.
it's 2022, as in 2020TOO.
Huh?
Made a very nihilistic joke.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think this little room is done. I'm gonna screenshot it and show you guys.
Okie dokie.
nice.
Looks good.
It's
I like the mushrooms.
like part whatever of a gigantic cave.
Yes, I remember you mentioned it. You compared it to the forest.
Yeah.
That scares me because how many times have I gotten lost in there?
To be fair, the forest actually has a sign telling you which way to go.
Yes, it does.
It's not my fault that people don't listen to it.
But I get lost on purpose, though. I like to explore.
Yeah, I sympathize with that.
And ironically, this one is actually just straightforward. It's just big.
Yeah, it's like there are a lot of branching paths, but if you stick with one branching path, then you will either get out or hit a dead end.
I miss how many items in the process.
Yeah. But like this place is so big that I actually had to map out the different routes through the various dead ends and stuff.
Big done.
Yeah.
Look forward to exploring it.
There's a rare variant here that I can't wait for people to find.
I know what that variant is.
Yeah.
Man,
What?
no, that.
Oh.
Because even I don't know.
To be fair, you don't know a whole lot besides what's actually in the game.
Right, and other stuff.
Yeah. So it's kind of to be expected that you don't know what this variant is. Also, stairs are stupid, and I don't like how most of the various tile sets have them.
I think it's fair to say stairs are stupid in general, even in real life.
Yeah.
It busted me because of fucking stairs.
What is it with stairs that just makes people stupid?
I don't know.
Although-
I
Gravity.
Gravity.
slipped on the wet spot going up stairs at a church.
Okay, so I would rather, like, as much issue as I have going upstairs, I would rather go upstairs than downstairs.
Yeah,
I agree.
Because
I have a phobia of going down the escalator.
with me, when it comes to escalators, like, the most anxiety that I get from them is just getting off the escalator.
That's where I can go up, I'm fine. I panic when it comes to stepping off of them, and I just can't step off of them. Like, I can't get down.
Hmm.
I freeze up. It's like, it's really weird, and I don't know. It's something from my childhood, I think.
Hmm.
probably like getting words of warning from adults that say, "Oh, be careful, or the escalator's gonna eat you."
Okay, there's
Oh no,
also
mine
that
never had that.
Simpsons episode with the whole Ren and Stimpy thing, where I don't know if it was actually a Simpsons episode or if it's like Happy Tree Friends or something, but like it was an obvious like Tom and Jerry parody, and the equivalent of Jerry like nailed the equivalent of Tom's foot to the escalator, and it was very graphic. I don't know what that was from. I think it was Ren and Stimpy, but like it could have just been Happy Tree Friends because that would be like me.
I remember Happy Tree Friends. I think that's one of the reasons I'm so desensitized to gore.
Yeah.
I never watched it.
Me neither.
It was silly.
Okay, so when I was a teenager, like young-ish teenager, like 13 maybe, we had Dish Satellite, and on Cartoon Network, maybe not Cartoon Network, it was like a couple of channels above Cartoon Network, which is I think why I found it. I don't remember what the channel was, by the way.
Might have been Comedy Central, I think.
I don't know.
Happy Tree Friends late at night.
I don't know, but yeah, it was on at like 2 a.m. and I would always watch it in bed, and like I
That
watched
seems like it would incur some great formative memories.
well, I was 13, so like
That's
sure.
still within formative memory range.
I'm more implying it's not that different from what other kids were doing at 13.
True.
That
works.
But specifically, it was called Happy Tree Friends and Friends. So it was like a variety show that happens to have Happy Tree Friends as its like hook, I guess.
Now, didn't Happy Tree Friends like debut with something related to the PSP or something?
I don't know what.
I vaguely remember that.
I remember being on G4 TV. Those as old as me.
And I think the reason that I found that channel in the first place is because, well, one, there was this like anime thing that I think I saw one episode of that was just like all I remember about it is it was isekai. That is all I remember about that. And then there was also this like gaming variety show that I remember them talking smack about Pokemon Emerald because it was just Ruby and Sapphire again, except for the Battle Frontier.
Not quite so.
I guess not. For some reason, I equated Happy Tree Friends with the PSP, and I don't know why. There's no reason for me to.
If I heard the name of the gaming variety show, I would probably know what it was. But like,
what? X-Play?
I don't think so. Probably because I don't understand what you're saying.
You're saying X-Play.
That might have been it. I'm not sure. I think so.
Definitely G4.
Yeah, that was. I'm pretty sure it was X-Play.
You were on G4.
Okay.
Which makes sense because that's where Happy Tree Friends sometimes was.
Okay. Yeah, like they were just talking smack about Pokemon Emerald because it was just Ruby and Sapphire, but with DLC. Is that what we're calling it?
I mean, change to the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I liked Emerald more than Ruby and Sapphire.
Emerald was far superior. Definitely.
Yeah, I remember they specifically said if you've watched, or if you've played Ruby and Sapphire, then don't go for it. Otherwise, if you haven't, then do.
I would even. I would disagree with that hardcore.
Yeah.
Same.
It's everything. It's you can't even compare Emerald with them because Emerald was such a superior game.
Yeah. Like, yeah, sure, it's the third version. It's just the base game with DLC, but that doesn't mean it's not superior.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if Ruby and Sapphire had it, but isn't that when you got Volt Tackle for Pikachu?
Ruby and Sapphire had that.
Joyful?
Hmm.
Oh, did? Okay, see, I never played it. Sapphire.
I never read a Pichu either, or actually, I did read a Pichu, just not with Volt Tackle. I remember leaving it in the
I did
daycare
that
for
in-
like ever, and coming back with it at like level 60. So I had a level 60 Pichu.
What?
I forgot about it.
Shopping.
Every time I take a drink of this rum, I'm reminded of how strong it is, and I just go, okay, why did I do that?
Like I said before, the more sips you take of it, the less you'll remember it's strong.
Yeah.
What was the ratio you did with it?
I had to finish off one of the bottles of rum that I have because I just bought a new bottle of it, and I basically just overestimated or underestimated the amount of rum that was left in the first bottle. So
Well,
it's about half and
sounds-
half. It's like half a glass
sounds-
of. Yeah.
Strong.
Yeah, I didn't mean to make it that strong. To be fair, it's like
Damn.
maybe a little bit less than half and half because there's some vanilla syrup in there too.
Vanilla syrup. Oh wait, no, that's vanilla. I'm thinking pure vanilla extract.
Yeah, I
Has
just have this
alcohol in it.
like vanilla syrup that I think you're supposed to put in coffee.
Yeah, you're fine then.
Yeah. Plus, I usually drink slowly enough that it's not really an issue anyway.
I played Pokemon Pearl, the new one.
Nice. I still have to actually get through Brilliant Diamond because I keep putting it down because I remember that I don't like Sinnoh.
I just did the Windworks stuff and lost complete interest. It's not a bad game, but it's not a good remake. I want to push through it to see the fight with Cynthia. That's the only reason why I want to keep pushing through.
Okay, I'm gonna disagree with the not a good remake thing because it is actually incredibly faithful. Except for like.
But when I play Pokemon remake, I don't want faithful. I want new stuff.
Yeah,
okay, but you're not gonna please everyone. Some people want faithful.
This is the first time they went out of left field with faithful with this game because this is like the first time they've gone pure faithful.
There's also the fact that it's the first time that a main series Pokemon game has been made by someone that's not Game Freak.
I kind of am happy about that. It's, I don't know, it's just not bad. It's not good.
I mean,
it's going to hold me over to Arceus, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, speaking as someone who just doesn't like Sinnoh, it's a Pokemon game.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to put it. It's a Pokemon game.
Yeah.
I have it on my Amazon wish list. And I don't plan on buying it anytime soon, but
it exists.
yeah.
Right. And
there's nothing wrong with that.
Like I said, it's mostly there just to hold you over to the big show.
Yeah.
Next month.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with a Super Faithful remake, because it is literally like you just took Gen 4 and made it 3D.
Yeah.
And also made
the battles are
and also
pretty.
Yeah, also made the boss battles fucking insane. Because please, like that Milotic with Marvel Scale and Flame Orb.
It's cool.
Lucas
Yeah.
Lucas has a Super Luck Absol as his lead.
Who's Lucas? Oh. Never mind, I know who
Rival.
Lucas is.
Male friendly rival.
Yeah, definitely good. Good luck with Cynthia.
Yeah, that Garchomp is a fucking monster.
My team so far, I don't know if I'm going to keep the mythicals because I just have Manaphy and Jirachi on the team for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
I boxed Mew.
I want Mew, but I don't have Let's Go.
Same, but I didn't get BDSP.
I have my Turtwig. She's great. I thought about soft resetting for a shiny, but when I saw my first one was a female, I was like, I'm just going to take that win.
I have a Piplup, or that's rather a Prinplup now, that is also female, but terrible nature.
Mine was bashful, I think, so neutral.
I think-
Jeez.
What?
We have full selection here.
And a Pokemon, I've been trying to use Pokemon I've never thought of using before, so I have a Kricketune on my team.
Huh.
It's surprisingly really good.
Yeah, like people sleep on the early route Pokemon, but they are actually good for in-game.
I caught it with a metronome on it, so I got lucky with that.
Ah.
Nice.
So I have metronome Fury Cutter going, and if it gets down to the point Swarm activates, it's over.
Oh boy.
I can't say I'm having fun, but I would have liked to have seen either Mega's return or somehow. Actually, no, I don't want Gigantamax back.
Okay, like Gmax and Z moves pretty much cannot leave their debut regions because of the lore.
I won't say I will miss them. Mega Evolution I will campaign to bring back. Those I can't say I miss.
I mean, just make Gmax into Megas.
See, the only reason why I want no, you can just make Necrozma. Is it Necrozma? Yeah. Oh, who the fuck's Necrozma?
Finish your thought first, and then we'll tell you.
The big dragon.
Yeah.
The Prism Dragon.
That's Necrozma.
Necrozma?
That is
Wow,
Necrozma.
I don't know why I blanked on the name. If you just make that into a Mega Evolution, because that's basically what it is. For the love of God, make Ash Greninja a Mega Greninja.
Yeah, that would work.
No, like I think I've said this every session we've had about Arceus, that it's either going to be the best Pokemon game or the worst Pokemon game to ever be created.
Yeah.
It's no in between.
I disagree with the worst Pokemon game created thing.
Oh, I already know people are going to hate it because abilities and held items aren't in it.
I mean, so?
Exactly.
That is like literally so.
But we also have to dodge, the human character has to dodge incoming attacks now too, so there's less management for my team.
It's
I'm going to
like-
be involved in the battles.
Okay, like, just because it's a different genre doesn't mean that it's a bad game.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for this game, and I can't wait to play it.
Yeah, same. I just want to know what Hisuian Arcanine looks like.
Yeah.
It's either going to be a full-on Shifu lion, or it's going to go out of left field and become a dragon.
I would be okay with either of those. I just want to
Yeah.
design the Mega already.
The more information that comes out about this game, the more hyped I am for it.
And I guess if, like, abilities aren't in, then I can just figure out those abilities on my own.
It's likely that they're still coded in, just not used. Like, let's go.
Because you're going to be able to transfer
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Pokemon home and then
Exactly.
to Sword and Shield.
That's fair.
Well, maybe not Sword and Shield.
I thought they said they were going to be able to.
I mean, it's fully
It'd
possible.
probably be like Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, where you couldn't transfer Blacephalon and Stack Attack into base.
Well, no, I mean, it's fully possible that there's gonna be another like Dex patch for Sword and Shield.
Well, I mean, you say
That'd
that.
be out
and
of
yet-
left field.
I mean, not really.
You know damn well Arceus is going to get DLC.
Yeah, but I'm just
But I was
talking
gonna-
about like. Go ahead, Giga.
I was gonna say they haven't done it for the Diamond Pearl remakes. I'm like, oh wait, yeah, that's right. The home compatibility with those games isn't available yet. So it would make sense to haven't patched that.
Yeah.
I think with Pokemon in general, I kind of just wish that they would go for like a full JRPG route with at least one game.
I'd be interested in seeing that.
Can we just like? I know that this is going to get a particular kind of response, but can we just get Cyber Sleuth but Pokemon?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of my point, though. There's this whole thing in Pokemon of making a team of, companions and allies, but they never really fight together unless you get into a double battle or,
Yeah.
in Gen 5, triple rotation battles.
Yeah,
But
the response I was expecting, particularly from you, Nate, is that Digimon Story is just Pokemon, but Digimon.
no.
Okay. 'Cause it has very similar concepts, just in the core sort of monster catching thing.
Yeah.
Someone new to Digimon, oh, this is new to the games. I enjoyed Cyber Sleuth so much.
You might like Digimon World Dusk and Dawn.
Is that the ones that are like actual Pokemon ones?
Kind
They
of.
play similar to it?
Okay, they're Digimon Story titles, called Sunburst and Moonlight in Japan. But like Cyber Sleuth is just the next step in Digimon Story. Digimon World DS and Digimon World Dusk and Dawn were both on the DS, and they were very clearly made to satisfy the Pokemon fans who were waiting for the next Pokemon games.
And Cyber Sleuth kind of expands on a lot of the mechanics that were in
Okay.
Dawn and Dusk.
Also, just Cyber Sleuth is Persona but Digimon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
And actually, I would even say Shin Megami Tensei in general. Like,
Well, yeah.
That's what all monster catching games are in the end.
Yeah.
that's true. Like, I think Megami Tensei really pioneered the genre, didn't it?
Yeah.
Came before Pokemon.
Yeah. 'Cause, let's see. When was the first Megami Tensei game? 1987. Wow.
Jesus.
And that's not even Shin Megami Tensei. That's Digital Devil Story Megami Tensei. Shin Megami Tensei came out in 1992.
Wow.
So, first of all, you have Shin Megami Tensei. That's a spin-off of just Megami Tensei, and then you have Persona. That's a spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei.
Then you have Etrian Odyssey, which is not in that universe, but it's like weirdly related.
It had a crossover once.
Yeah.
Well, twice.
I've just started playing Shin Megami Tensei.
I should start playing it again. I had a save of Nocturne going, and I haven't played it in a bit.
Yeah, stream it again.
Couple weeks.
I've played the fifth one for an hour. That's all. I had fun playing it. It's just other games came up and I wanted to play those, and I completely forgot about it. And now it's Christmas, and I have a backlog of games now.
Understandable. I still haven't finished
And-
Cyber Sleuth.
Well, that game is so long.
It's a fucking long game, yeah.
I think it took me all summer to beat it. I was playing like 6 hours a day.
Of course, this
So
is
some work.
coming from me, who beat Pokemon Soul Silver within 2 days of it launching.
Oh, to be fair, Soul Silver's not.
Hmm.
It's Soul Silver. Well, no,
Yeah.
you mean the whole game, including post game?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh.
But man, buying Soul Silver is just one of those memories for me because it was like the first time that I went out on my own, got on the bus on my own, went to, I think it was Best Buy on my own, bought it with my own money, came back on my own. It's like
Nice.
the first time that I did that was when I was buying Soul Silver.
My GameStop had a party when that was released.
Yeah.
We even had a cosplay competition for it, and someone
Wow.
dressed up. One person showed up dressed as Blaziken.
Ooh.
She
That
got
was
a free copy
either
of the game.
that could either go really cool or really cringe.
It was
And-
both, but the costume was actually decent.
Okay. Well, I was just talking about the costume itself. Like,
Yeah.
either
It was
the
good.
costume was really good or the costume was really bad, and there's not much in between when it comes to doing a costume like Blaziken.
Yeah, it was a decent costume. The only reason why it was a little cringy and sad, it was like no one else showed up in costume.
That is sad.
It was that is definitely a memory that stands out. Going to get Pokemon Gold and Soul Silver and getting the little Ho-Ho and Lugia figurines with it.
Yes, the Ho-Ho figure.
What did I say? Pokemon did I say?
No, you said Ho-Ho, which is not what that Pokemon is called.
I've always called it Ho-Ho. I know it's Ho-Oh, but talking fast makes it come out a Ho-Ho.
That just reminds me. So I remembered that Amiel gave me her Hulu information. So I was just like watching fucking Family Guy for whatever reason. And there was a line in like early Family Guy that just instantly reminded me of Phoenix. Where Lois tells Peter something about a nuclear fallout or something, and Peter says, you said nuclear. It's nuclear, the S is silent.
Oh shit. Killer.
The S is silent.
But I remember when I was a kid, I had actually pre-ordered Pearl, and so I got the cool Palkia stylus.
Nice.
Don't know whatever happened to it. It's probably in the storage unit that is no longer ours because the company never told not company, but the place that had the storage unit place never told my mom that the prices went up.
Just take a small moment to appreciate the fact that these games are worth a stupid amount of money now.
Heart Gold Soul Silver were so much.
Yeah, it's like I have the boxes, the Pokewalkers, and everything.
I still have Pokewalkers and Soul Silver.
I still have the Pokewalker and the cartridge for Soul Silver, but like I don't have the box or anything, and the Pokewalker is like battery's dead. I don't know if there's damage or anything because it's just on my windowsill where sometimes I open the window when it's raining.
Just
Probably
like,
replace the battery and work fine.
yeah, and that's like that kind of shit's built to last.
Yeah, like the person who pitched the idea of the Pokewalker was even inspired by like this fuck, what do you call the damn things?
Tamagotchis?
No, the things that count your steps.
Pedometer.
Pedometer, yeah. Inspired by like a pedometer that he put on his I think his dog's collar or something when taking the dog out for walks, and he lost it and found it like a month later in a puddle, and it was still working.
The built to last.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So he was inspired by that, and yeah. I think when it comes to Pokemon games that I pre-ordered, the first one that I pre-ordered was Omega Ruby. And that kind of is a slight callback to the fact that my first Pokemon game was Ruby. And I even got like that holographic Groudon coin that came with the pre-order bonus.
That's cool.
Yeah. I got it for getting good grades.
Nice.
Because honor roll was a thing in my school.
It was in mine as well.
I didn't do enough homework to get good or to get particularly good grades.
Okay, that was
Like I
me
aced all the
in
tests,
that was me in high school.
but I didn't do any homework at all.
Same.
I was on a roll most of my high school. I just in my senior year I just stopped caring.
In my senior year, I
And-
got very depressed. So, like, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
In my junior and senior years, I had switched schools to a school that kind of wasn't prepared for how far along I was in schooling. So I basically just got to be a TA for my last 2 years of school.
Nice.
Yes.
Not an official TA, mind. It was, we don't really have anything for you to do, so you may as well help out.
Yeah.
After I finished cybersecurity, while I was in school, I wanted to go into cybersecurity originally as a career path.
Yeah.
My teacher made me hate it so much.
Hmm.
Made me hate IT work in general, and I became an art kid in my senior year.
My school offered a web design class, but the first thing they had us do was decide a subject we wanted to make a website off of, and I'm like, that's not how I work.
Aren't you supposed to be like given the assignment?
Well, yeah, the assignment was like literally like, use these concepts to make the website you want to make, and I'm like, dude, that's not how I work.
Rip. Yeah, I think I remember, like, in middle school, there were, like, this set of elective classes that I don't even know what you would call them, where it was, like, one trimester, it was one thing, then next trimester it was another thing, and then the third trimester was a different thing. And everyone had the same set of classes, just not in the same order. And one of them was an art class, and I did not like it because they wanted me to draw in this like stupid cartoony style,
Oh.
and it's like that's not how I work, ma'am.
That's terrible teachering.
Mm-hmm.
It was the curriculum. It was not really the teacher.
My art teacher was given the freedom to do whatever she wanted.
Because what we were supposed to do was we were supposed to mimic what we saw in the art book, which was just like this kind of cross between cartoon and classic newspaper comic,
Mm-hmm.
and it just kind of wasn't my speed.
Sounds like a really boring art assignment, though.
Yeah. That's why I consider myself to be a self-taught artist, because fuck classes.
I kind of agree. The most of my painting skills I learned I either picked up on my own or from watching like tutorials.
Mm.
I learned a lot watching Bob Ross.
I never watched Bob Ross.
Not good. Good to go to sleep to. It's not an insult to Bob Ross. That's like seriously, his voice is melatonin.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the reason why they call him the father of ASMR.
I actually have a painting that my great grandmother painted, by watching Bob Ross.
It's awesome.
Or rather, she started watching Bob Ross and then she got to doing her own things that weren't, just straight from Bob Ross.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's literally how I learned.
Yeah.
I learned.
Fortunately,
from-
I only have the canvas, so we still need to get it framed and stuff.
I learned from a How to Draw Dragons book that was authored by one of the people that made Flight Rising.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Neon Dragon, aka Undell, on Flight Rising.
Really cool.
Yeah, I don't like Undell as a person, but the art book was good.
Oh, I always believe in separating art from artist.
Yeah.
Same. That's why I enjoy Harry Potter.
That's why I enjoy some of Kevin Spacey's movies.
Yeah, it's like I think the main reason that I don't like Undell as a person, though, is because Flight Rising has gone on very solid record being extremely anti-cop.
Oh, it has?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean they've gone on record? Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, they're very liberal, not liberal, but woke? SJW? What's
I would say
term?
woke.
Okay.
Like they have let the user base bully their admins twice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Psychotic.
Yeah.
That's shitty.
Mm-hmm. One was a tech admin who said some unpleasant stuff on Facebook, but that still shouldn't affect his job at Flight Rising. And the
Right.
other is an active admin who used to be a cop.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can see why they take offense.
Yeah. And like the user base bullied the latter to the point where he actually came out and made a statement condemning cops to appease the masses. And the tech admin just isn't around anymore.
That's sick.
And if you go to his page, there's a bunch of comments from the rabid natives that are basically just telling him to go die.
Jeez.
Oh, lovely community.
Yeah.
You wonder why they make people hate them, and then they cry victim.
Yeah. Like I am just on Flight Rising because Dragon pretty.
Dragon pretty.
Listen, I have made one of those dragons into an actual OC of mine. And I'm not talking about the dragon that I made after my persona. I'm talking about a dragon that I actually turned into an OC. Let me get a picture of her. Oh boy, this is going to take a minute to upload.
Oh my god, that's good.
That's a flat color.
It's really good.
Yeah. She is
Both of
my
them are really good.
she is my angry tube of glitter glue and I love her.
Glitter glow?
Yeah, because she's very shiny.
Oh.
And I'm just gonna post art that my viewers can't see, but who cares?
Another version of her?
Yeah, I just like drew her a few times, and I actually have more art of her that I didn't draw, because that's a thing that you do on Flight Rising, is you get art of your favorite dragons. Let me see if I can find good ones. Aha. I'm just gonna grab a bunch.
Oh, I like that middle one a lot.
I paid like $6 for that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I love this dragon.
I like the one with the jewelry.
Yep.
One above the bloody mouth.
Yep. Let's see, there's
Something you don't see
more
often.
here.
Dragons with jewelry on.
Oh, that's just a Flight Rising thing. Let me see if I can find more.
Oh, the book one is cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the book one, yeah. The language of the Dova on it.
Yep. I don't know what it says. I should probably figure that out at some point.
Go back when I was playing Skyrim, I would have been able to read that.
It
if it was in
probably
English.
it probably just says her name.
Oh. Probably.
This is one that I got from a friend that just never finished it. Yeah, she is what is known as a wild claw, which is basically just flying velociraptors.
It's a terrifying thought. Flying Velociraptor.
Yeah. I have a lot of art of her, as you can see.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. And the middle one. I like those last two, the bottom two.
Yeah, the pixel art ones.
Uh-huh. It's a really cool looking dragon.
And in addition to her, I have a dragon that's based off of my persona, who I will grab some images of now.
And it's fun being a pirate. And private dick.
Your heart feels deep, being a pirate is hard to me. Do what you want. Wait, yeah, do what you want because a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
Didn't YouTube take that video down because it broke some guidelines?
I don't know.
A vague memory of them because it got posted on 9gag. The creator posted it on 9gag saying YouTube took it down, so it's here for everybody now.
Okay, those are the
Are
dragons.
you talking about the one that was about pirating content, or the one that was the actual original version of the
original
song?
version.
Aha.
Okay, so these
Oh,
three.
the little one's cute.
Yeah, these three are my persona as a dragon, and then these next two are just one of my favorite dragons on the site.
Again, the pixel art is so good.
Yeah.
Man, it just makes me angry Pokemon went away from sprites.
Yeah. And like, even the older 3D models were better than the modern 3D models.
Eh.
And like from Coliseum.
Coliseum and I think Coliseum used a lot of its models from Stadium, and all of them were better than the.
They had personality to them.
Yeah.
Well,
And more
from what
pixel
I've
art.
seen with Arceus, pixel art. Oh my god. My god, these are so cool.
Yeah, I love them.
Dang.
A sucker for serpentine dragons.
Mhm.
Never seen one with little wings on its legs though. I like
Yeah,
that
those are called spirals.
Spirals?
Yeah, the dragon species.
Cool. Now, what is Flight Rising? That's a
It's just
monster
a
breeder game?
dragon breeding site. More robust than things like Dragon Cave or Protochroma, but also just more focused on customization and lore and stuff rather than just collection, which is what Protochroma is.
Okay. Like, are these right from the game, these pixel art ones?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
These
art
are
is so
made
good.
based off of My Dragons.
Okay. They're so good.
I'm gonna go. It's a little late for me.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Happy New Year.
You too.
We can say it now because it is past midnight. So Happy
Yeah.
New Year, everybody.
It's not past midnight for me, and also like
All right.
it's also not New Year's for you.
Yeah. It's
No, it's
not.
New Year's Eve. It's New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
I celebrate.
Okay, fine, I'll allow it. You know,
New Year's Eve is to celebrate. Now, New Year's Day is to be depressed and regret your actions of the night before.
Yeah.
See what else is there to talk about.
I have something I could want to bitch about if that's okay.
Oh.
Sure.
Okay, I gotta pause my game for this shit. This has gotten me so furious because this is like the 9th article I've seen about this in the morning. It's like first thing I do when I wake up, I get my phone and read through the news.
That's
And
always a
this is the
mistake.
9th one I've seen. It is a mistake. Your day off pissed off. These news journalists, these stupid idiots, are pushing us to make normalizing eating bugs.
Yeah, I know about that.
And it's just like I'll say I've eaten bugs before, but it's not something I want to have in my diet. That's like a little snack you do on a dare kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or if you're out, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I will say that I don't think that it should be something that, when somebody hears that, somebody likes the taste of certain bugs, they, everybody goes, "Oh, that's so gross." Like, oh, come on, don't be such a child about it. But otherwise,
No, I will
yeah.
say scorpions are really good.
Yeah, it's like I have no problem with people who are like vegetarian and eat cricket flour or whatever for the protein. That is fine. Just don't make everyone else try to do it.
Yeah.
Exactly, and don't push cockroach milk. It's disgusting.
Ish.
I haven't
Cockroaches
heard
are
of that.
disgusting creatures. And it's like, and the thing that really pissed me off, it was from a Bloomberg magazine, who is owned by Mike Bloomberg, one of the richest men in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know for a fact that motherfucker will not be eating bugs. He'll be eating steak in his mansion while the peasants eat the insect bars.
Yeah.
No.
And I will also say, like, I love my ILS worker, but she came with some snacks when we met on Tuesday, and there are like these cream cheese minty just snack bars. The thing is, they're also made with like grasshopper flour, and it just did not taste right to me. Because I
Makes me sure.
like, it's okay to like that stuff.
Yeah.
I
Just don't push it on people.
Yeah.
I'm sure she meant well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She definitely did. Like this is absolutely my favorite worker that I've had.
I'm just so sick of the. I know this is a term I don't like using. The term that you normally roll my eyes with and carry on with my day.
Mm-hmm.
The elites. I hate using that. I cringe just saying that because I sound like one of those jackasses on Twitter.
I have a rant similar to that, but go ahead.
Those in power, those at the top of the castle, the top of the pyramid, are running around without masks, while the workers that are around them have to be masked.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the rule is everybody mask up.
Yep.
So why can Lord and Savior Dr. Fauci go around maskless while the person serving him champagne has to wear a mask?
Yeah.
This is just something that's been pissing me off more and more every single day.
Yeah.
And like, I think I'm going to go into the new year and fuck it. I'm saying whatever I want, and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah. Onto the like topic of just using words that you hate. I hate the terms neurodivergent and neurotypical, but there is no good way to get across the idea without offending someone or using those words.
Yeah, or unless you want to use like 20 things to say one concept,
Yeah.
it's like.
But I just, as someone who is quote unquote neurodivergent, I hate the term.
I agree with you with that one. It's people try to find such safe ways to say things.
I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. Fuck the politically correct culture.
Yes,
Yeah.
fuck them, and
The rusty spork.
Huh?
With a rusty spork.
I was going to say wood chippers for everybody.
What?
I'm also nothing. There's some. Oh, let's just face it. If you could, you'd definitely put some people into a wood chipper feet first.
Oh,
Try
wood
YouTube
chipper.
channel.
Okay.
Try YouTube channel.
Okay. No, don't worry about it. Lucifer had a murder that was via wood chipper, so.
That's not a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
No, but it's on Netflix.
That's Netflix. They put pedophilia on Netflix.
Fair.
Oh, and CNN is a station filled with pedophiles, and they defend it.
Yeah.
So, I just okay. No, this is. I don't like people trying to normalize that of all things.
Yeah, I would like certain things in that vein to be destigmatized so that people can get the help that they deserve, but I don't want it normalized.
Right, and I'm all for helping people get the help they need. That's something I will never.
Yeah.
If they want to get the help they need to get fixed, damn straight, go for it. More power to you. Trying to normalize it so they can act upon it? No. Put those people in wood chippers.
Yeah, because people don't choose their sexuality, they don't choose their fetishes, so they should be allowed to get help without fearing being lynched.
I agree with that. They should get the help. But when you have political powers that be, and organizations trying to push normalcy of the term map, just turns my stomach.
Yeah. Especially when people are calling it asexuality when, no, honey, it is a paraphilia, it is a fetish. It is not a sexuality.
this world's going to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah.
It's already gone there.
Are you sure we're not just in purgatory?
Sometimes I wonder that thought. It's like we've all 2020, 2012 actually happened. We're all dead, and we're just either in hell or in
Yeah.
purgatory.
Okay, but
Oh,
there's
that's a fun
also
theory.
just the question of like, 2012 was a Mayan thing. Hell and purgatory are Christian things.
To be fair, hell exists across every religion. A form of hell exists across every religion. To
Not every religion, just very many.
be fair, the Catholics got the idea of all fire and brimstone from the Greek Tartarus.
Yeah, but that still doesn't mean every religion.
Well, I mean, the major religions have it.
My branch of paganism doesn't have a concept of hell.
I don't know what your branch of paganism is.
Druidry.
A druid?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know enough about druids except nature magic.
Yeah, like, druidry is basically just praise nature.
Anything else worth stealing here?
And like, it is still a form of hell, I will say that. But when you really get into, like with Christianity and Judaism, with what the Bible actually says about hell, it's nothing like how it's portrayed in a lot of media.
Which would be how? Like, how is it?
the absence of God.
Yeah. So one of the things is it's kind of implied that all people will go to Sheol, which is the darkness, the void, and it will be an eternity in Sheol, and then the righteous will go to heaven after an eternity in Sheol. I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Catholic Catholicism doesn't make a lot of sense when you actually look deep into it, and this is coming from an actual Catholic. Went to Catholic school. The church did abandon a lot of those old teachings.
Right, because that's how religion works.
Well, religions change.
Yeah.
And to make them cool and modern and take stuff away from the pagans.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we didn't.
Yeah.
I am
Also,
like,
I think a lot of the pagan stuff that happens in Christian holidays also happened because the people who were converted just kept on celebrating their own holidays.
that said, I am just like low key offended by the existence of Christmas.
Oh, please don't be
I
one.
mean-
Don't be one of those people.
No, I'm not.
I kind, not fully, but I kind of am too. But that's just because, like, I am a
Corporatism.
Christian. I am a Christian, and it's like, well, Jesus most likely was not born anywhere near December.
God no. It's I think
and
April. If
I thought it was like September because that would have been when taxes were done back
it
in
was
Roman days.
there's
He was historically, I believe, he was born in the spring, which would be at most mid-September.
Wait,
no, that's
That's
no.
how-
I'm sorry.
Summer.
That's summer. Yeah. I was thinking, okay, spring, and then things get cold, which no, okay, yeah. But no, I am very certain that I've heard that he was born in the spring.
Because the way I've always heard it is that Roman taxes would have been done right around September, or what we call September nowadays, and because that's when harvest would have been happening, and when taxes would have been applicable.
Okay, but like,
And the taxation was a major part of the birth of Jesus because that's why Mary and Joseph went to Bethlehem.
Okay.
Does add up.
It's huge.
Yeah, that does add
Yeah.
up a lot.
Yeah, because I've heard from a lot of sources that Jesus was historically born in the springtime.
Yeah.
But like Nate said, the taxes, that does make
Who
makes it
knows?
add up a
Who
lot
knows?
easier.
Maybe he was born in the southern hemisphere, and the springtime was actually just like November.
I mean, technically, it would be the southern hemisphere.
Not quite.
No, never mind.
No.
Equator's the middle of Africa. What am I fucking
Yeah.
thinking?
No.
Okay.
Also, I love how Giga only speaks up to correct me on something.
Something boyfriend privileges.
Yep. Eternal boyfriend privileges. Let's see, what else is there?
I apologize. I just had to get that rant off my chest about
Yeah.
bugs and.
No problem. Just, yeah. I was gonna make a joke of like, just be quiet and eat your roaches, but nah.
I'm more the type to break the roach grinding machine.
Man, this reminds me that I have frozen lamb in the, well, obviously the
Oh my
freezer,
God,
and
that
like
sounds
I
so
was
good.
thinking of just making it for New Year's.
That sounds really good.
It's pre-seasoned and everything.
That sounds. That's really a perfect thing. We're having a chicken dish for New Year's.
Mm.
You know, lamb is probably my favorite meat.
Mine is definitely steak, but lamb is up there.
Like meat, nothing bothers me with meat. Lamb is delicious though.
If I had to name
Yeah.
my top three, it would probably be like steak, salmon, and lamb.
Good choices.
I'm also quite partial to chicken, but like it's not really my favorite.
I'm very
Yeah,
picky
fair.
with bird.
Yeah.
If it's not cooked a certain way, it's just like
Yeah.
I don't like dark meat too much.
don't mind it.
And
I
one thing I will say about meat is I do like meat, but I'm also someone who, like, I could easily just go without meat.
I couldn't.
I need meat.
I am a strict carnivore.
I'm also like a really culinarily minded person. I love to cook.
Yeah.
So, you know, and not only that, I'm also really adventurous with eating and stuff like that. So, you know,
Yeah.
That's fair.
so that's why, when it comes to me, I'm like, yeah, it's fine, but there's plenty of other stuff that I like, and I could easily get the protein from other sources, and I know how to cook those things. So,
Yeah,
It's a good skill to have.
I like steak too much.
Now here's the major question: how do you all like it cooked?
Medium rare, closer to rare.
Yeah, mid-rare.
I have to not be friends with people today.
What?
What?
To burn a steak, you need to think about your life choices.
Yeah. I like medium rare, closer to rare, so.
I need to have a little bit of blood in my meat.
Technically, it's not blood,
It's juices.
but it's not blood.
It is not hemoglobin, the other thing.
I forget what it's called too.
Hema, something hema.
Makes the meat taste good. That's all I know. I've made this joke. It's a stupid joke. Both me and my dad make this joke when we get steak out on there. Oh, how do you want it done? I want it to moo.
Yeah, my dad said that his mother would always say, "Just run the cow through a warm room."
I like that. I really like that one. It's like I have to have it medium rare, at most rare if I'm really craving it.
Yeah, like
I mean, I would say it also depends on where you get it from because, go to just like a local kind of meh steakhouse. You probably don't want to get it rare. Let's face
Right.
it.
yeah, and a lot of
Uh,
steakhouses won't go below medium,
Mhm.
which is unfortunate. But like, I got the habit from my dad of when they asked me how I want my steak done, I would always ask, "Can you do medium rare?" And half the time I'd be told, "We can do medium."
That's
Huh.
a no for me.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Your chefs don't know how to cook steak.
No, yeah, but I think this is just
Is
still
it a
that like
weird California safety thing?
it might be, but there are some steakhouses that can do medium rare.
You have to have a special permit to.
Those fucking hippies in California always ruin everything.
Okay, to be fair, like I don't know how prominent it was when I was growing up, but also just prions are scary.
Mm,
Mhm.
yeah. It's the brain eating shit, ain't it?
Yep. And it is incurable, undiagnosable without an autopsy.
Yeah, it kills you in like a couple days.
Depends on what the prion is, but it doesn't matter how early you catch it, you're not curing it.
And also, reading up on what prions are just makes them even scarier.
Yeah, it's like we don't know why this happens, it just does.
It's just like a bunch of rogue proteins just doing weird shit.
Well, you don't eat
It's
the
like
brains of other
cancer, but your
animals.
nerve cells.
Like viruses are weird enough in that they're kind of life, but not really. But
Yeah.
but prions, just fucking proteins.
Proteins deciding to kill you.
Yeah.
Well, this talk makes me want to reinstall Plague Inc.
Same.
That's what I'll play next week.
Oh boy.
But to be fair, I wasn't originally going to play Avorion today.
Hmm.
I was going to play Warhammer
Mm.
3K. Then I remember every time I have to click out of it, the game crashes. So
Ah.
I click out of this a lot to look at all the stuff you post.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that would have
No, that's fine.
sucked.
Oh, also, Protochroma. Do you like the new creature,
Oh yeah,
Phoenix?
I was it took me back a bit when I did the final evolution of it.
Evolution,
Updog.
okay.
What do you want me to call it? The grown-up version of it.
You mean the
I
adult?
have
The
Pokemon on the
adult.
brain. I have Pokemon on the brain.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like an upside down spider dog, and it's called the up dog.
It took me back a bit when it went to its adult form, and I was like, "Well, wait!" I had to stop and look at it for a good 5 or 6 minutes. Then I bred it.
Wim was hoping that someone would report it as a bug that the creature was upside down.
That was obvious. It was supposed to be upside down.
Just like I was kind of hoping it would be reported as a bug that light catchers were suddenly in coast.
That's funny. I'm surprised it didn't get reported as a bug before you
Same.
got the lore update.
Same. Oh, and there's a few new emojis on the site, one of which I did, and the other two Wim did. No wait,
Never even knew about emojis on the site.
no wait, I did one, Wim did another, and then Sora did a third. There's a spray bottle emote that Sora did. A hecking nope doing a squint is the one that Wim did, and then I just did a Cithara with a heart.
How the hell do you get? What are these emojis for? There's a chat thing on the site.
No, you can use them in bios. But also you can use them in Discord server.
Oh. I didn't know about. I never even knew you could put emojis in your. I thought you had special permission to have the stuff you had in your bio. Your the fox head.
No.
You don't have a fox head in yours? You
I.
had something in your profile.
That's not a special permission thing.
Oh. So I could have a little icon too?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh, I see the Sithra with the heart. Oh my god.
Oh wait,
that's
you mean
adorable.
the on the tags? No, that's different. That's not a bio. That's just because I'm a mod or
Okay,
artist.
see that's what I was.
It's because I'm
referring
an
to.
artist.
I had a lot of bugbears.
What?
A bugbear dog thing. The second I saw it, I called it a bugbear.
It's not a bug. Well, I guess it technically is a bug.
Dog.
It's more a bug dog, but
I remember seeing it. I was like, oh my god, it's that thing. It reminds me of the thing from Pokemon Uranium, the bugbear. It ain't a bad thing. That was a cute little Pokemon.
this is the one that I did.
Oh, that's so cute. That's cool that there's other colors of it.
Well,
too.
no, it's just the white one that's on site. I did the Obsidian and the Ruby because that was my and Giga's alts when they were Dragon Cave concepts.
Oh, okay. Cute emoji.
Yeah.
I don't say that often for emojis.
It was just kind of perfect that it would be a Sithra with a heart because they were also originally Valentine's Day concepts for Dragon Cave, and it's actually based off of a unofficial DC server emote with another with a dragon that's Valentine's Day breed, and I'll just do this. It is neat. It's based on this.
Aw. That's cute.
I look forward to just hoarding Sithra.
I gotta make sure I pick up a good couple when the season hits.
Yeah. It'll be a bit.
I don't mind waiting.
Yeah. Although I think that it's gonna be earlier than it was last year because now we don't have to just make the creatures last minute. In fact, I think that it might hit in January, but I'm not sure when exactly.
I look forward to it, especially if it is in January.
Yeah. It's just also amusing that last year it started on the 14th of February because of the Sithra.
Yeah, no better time to start it.
Yeah. But also, Wim wanted another adoptable site that just had its like anniversary on Valentine's Day because apparently GPX Plus is the same way.
It's GPX Plus.
Pokemon adoptable site was really popular in the early 2010s. Has since been mostly replaced with Pokefarm Q, but also like both sites are still going very strong.
That's cool. Never heard of them until now.
Wim helped code it.
It's cool. Wim does a lot of things with these kind of games.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Anyone want to talk about anything in particular?
I already got my stuff off my mind. I can go further into the political spectrum, but I actually do risk my channel getting shut down.
Maybe not on camera.
I'm a loot vacuum.
What?
I'm a loot vacuum.
Mm.
Just destroyed a station and just drove through it just to collect all this shit I looted out of it. It just makes the most satisfying noise.
Oh, something I forgot to mention is I made a Ko-fi account.
Oh
Which-
yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna link it.
that's awesome. You want me to put it into the description of the videos?
Sure.
Okie dokie. I will go update my Google Doc with it. Seems we're all doing starting actual stores now.
Yeah.
At least you two are.
Yeah, and even just like take a look at the commission menu, because I had to pick examples for things, and I actually really liked the examples that I picked.
Is that under the commission me button?
Yep.
Oh, the logos. Glad you kept those. Those look good. I can see you definitely getting stuff, especially for the emotes.
Yeah, I have been commissioned for emotes before.
I can see you getting a lot more, especially now that you have the coffee account. Coffee.
Also, I know that it's just because you're a small-time artist, but you do have really low prices for commissions.
I do, and it is because otherwise I'm gonna get even less traffic than I already get, which is almost none.
Yeah. But if you do end up getting more traffic,
Yeah.
eventually.
I mean, if I get a strong fan base, then yeah, I'll increase the prices. But mostly it's just because I get no commissioners that aren't just my friends.
Yeah.
Oh, hopefully.
Like, the times that I've commissioned you was not even to get the art. It was because,
I need
could.
money.
Yeah, you needed the money. I was like, hey, do me an art. If it makes you feel better.
Yeah.
I apologize to people who are actually watching this, that you're watching a pause screen while I do background work.
Well, you could always show your browser in your podcast and advertise my Ko-fi account.
Never showing my browser when I record. So that's a big no.
Well, you show your browser when you do Protocol videos.
I make sure I have everything shut off in the background with that. Right now, I
Don't want to
have 2 tabs
dox
open.
yourself.
Exactly. Okay, I have my personal Twitter open, my Facebook open.
Well, then close them.
Well, give me a second. What am I doing? Okay, go to my channel. Studio. I am retroactively adding this in. I don't think that's the right word.
What do you mean?
Oh, I lost a subscriber.
Oh,
no.
Oh well.
I really don't care. Been sitting at 212 for a while and keeps you flipping between 212 and 211. And I'll take this.
Yeah, when looking at my own commission prices, I even just kind of think, maybe that's a little bit high.
Well, considering no, it's low.
Yeah, it's
You could go a lot higher, especially for the full art one. $50? No, that should be about 100. Insane.
yeah.
Well, to be fair, the ones that you see as an example, or at least the first two, were me doing stuff for myself. So it wasn't like an actual customer. And then the third one was just tacked on to an adopt commission.
Still. And I've been told not to undersell myself with art, and like that's some of the greatest advice I was given. So I will pass that advice to you. Don't undersell your work. You know your value. You should charge the right prices.
Well, the way that I've heard it is don't charge any less than you would be willing to get for it. And
Right.
right now it's kind of at the bottom line just because I don't have a lot of traffic anyway.
Mhm. And viewers, I will show Kalion's Ko-fi in a second. I just have to finish up this one thing. I just wanted to take the station.
I'm
and then
going to
we'll put
show
it
my
on.
Ko-fi.
Like, I have a bad habit of underselling myself as well, especially for certain things. When I've been doing the resin work, and I've been working with someone who actually does commissions for resin.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'll probably charge, let's say, $10 for this one item, and they're like, no, you should be charging 40 for that. I'm like, this thing's a small little oval with flowers in it. I wouldn't pay $5 for it. The fact is, resin is stupid expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can understand that point of it. When it comes to oil paintings, I already have that set down. I'm pretty well, depending on the size, 25, 50, or if they want something really big, I'll let them pay. I won't say no when they offer 5,000. I'll have money to throw away.
I was partially distracted. Did I just hear you say 5,000?
I did one work for 5,000. There were rich people who wanted a 90 by 90 wall piece, and I regretted doing
Ah.
it.
Okay.
It was hell on earth.
I'll bet.
Okay then.
Cool though. And it was the canvas alone was $200. So.
Ah.
Oh, this was in the before times, back when things were simple.
Hmm.
Back when I was going to travel to Florida and enroll in the Bob Ross School to become an instructor. Yeah, that was a nice haul. Whip out.
I wish I knew how to really make a living off of my cooking skills, but like I'm not someone who would be able to work in a restaurant. I'm way too slow for that.
Okay, but also just consider having like a small shop. Is there like a Etsy for cooking?
No, there isn't.
Damn.
I mean, I
Because
will say my dream would be like a little like cafe type thing
because
with, you know, stuff that I make in it and, you know,
yeah, just
nice
Nate.
little place to sit, stuff like that.
Yeah, Nate. No lie, I would pay for more of those white chocolate brownies.
I mean, cafe. That's actually a nice dream to have, to own a cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you make a cafe, I'm definitely going to whatever state you're in at the time just to go there,
Yeah. Uh,
and I will bring Giga. See, I was just like inspired to, or not really inspired, but like convinced to make a Kofi after like a conversation in Sardonyx last night where people were talking about Patreons for fan games, and I was like, I wouldn't risk it on Sardonyx, but I would definitely make a personal Patreon, and then I actually like compared everything and realized Kofi is definitely a better fit.
Yeah, I support one person on Patreon, and that's just a YouTuber I follow.
Yeah.
And that's mostly because like he has one tier for his Patreon, and that is the $1 tier.
I have a $1 tier and it gets you nothing.
I mean, for his $1 tier, it basically just gets you access to the Discord server for the Patreon
Yeah.
supporters.
And like I vaguely considered while setting this up to make a like member Discord and realized no, it's a better idea to do that when I actually have a solid follower base.
Yeah.
Okay, and I am now showing your work on camera.
Yeah, also just look at the membership tiers because I think I was kind of clever with them.
Well, I'll show them in a second, going
Okay.
through your commissions.
Yep.
Your tribal work is really good.
Yeah, like
So-
I've said before that I've had people get actual tattoo designs that way.
And you know I'm a sucker for the Pokemon stuff.
Yeah.
I recognize one of these. Recognize actually all three of them.
Are you talking about the Pokemon design or the pixel art Pokemon style?
Both.
Okay.
I don't... Actually, no, I think I do know that one, because that's not technically part of Sardonyx.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay, I do recognize all of them then.
Also, what do you mean technically?
Oh no.
It's not part of Sardonyx at all.
I thought you were... part of me had, I was hoping you'd sneak it in there somewhere.
Okay, Sardonyx doesn't do Fakemon.
Wow. Technically.
Growray doesn't count.
Growray's an abomination.
Hey, don't
But we love
say that.
Growray. Hey, I love Growray.
Oh,
Growray
okay.
loves you too.
Okay, he is. Okay, I admit. Yeah, abomination for sure. But he's the best abomination.
He is.
Greatest meme. Oh, I see what you did with the foxes.
Yeah.
I'm excited to do his cry amongst all of them because I have like 5 different ideas for it.
I like that one idea that
Growray.
yeah. That it's just you recording an audio clip of yourself saying Growray.
And I'll do a when he faints, just, oh, Growray.
That would be an amazing thing to do in a Pokemon fan game in general.
Yes.
And it just fits the absurdity of
Meme cry.
Growray.
Yeah.
I'm definitely doing that. It's like, there was the obvious one, just mash up Grovyle and Luxray's cry. But it's so easy.
Yeah. This, I can't get over just the thought of having a voice clip of yours in the game that's just a Pokemon cry.
And Game Freak already did it with Pikachu, so...
Yeah, but that's
easy.
kind of different.
No, not a bit. What are you talking about?
It just like I can imagine the hilarity of it. Just like, oh, that's just someone saying Growray.
Growray.
I just like imagine the first person to send out a Growray after that update. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, also just the $1 tier. It's kind of mean, but also it's funny.
Fox.
No, the perks that you get from it.
Warm and fuzzy feeling giving someone $1. But you get to support me, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's basically what. Let me just check what that YouTuber I follow wrote for his. Oh god, I'm not logged in to Patreon. Ugh. Log in.
And I also like how I did the fox morphs as the names.
Yeah.
Also, like nobody's ever gonna do this, but if you actually buy the Radium Fox membership, it literally just says, "Are you okay?" Because like I feel like Red Fox, Cross Fox, and Silver Fox are all pretty reasonable for something like this for as small a creator as I am. Platinum is a little bit pushing it, and then Radium is just like, what are you doing?
I've had this all on screen while we've been talking about it, by the way.
Yeah. I even have, like, in the gallery, I have examples of what you can expect for the complementary sketch, shaded sketch, and cell shade.
It's on screen now.
Yep.
The Sithra is still one of the coolest dragons.
I love it.
Oh, it's Sithra, Voidwalker.
Yeah. You can thank Giga for the idea of just making a harp dragon.
It's a really good idea.
Just
My idea.
so just through a weird train of thought reminded me that I never actually got around to doing AI generated Digimon, which is
Oh.
a shame. Because I figured out how to do it, but it keeps on failing because of stupid things I do rather than you know.
How long have we been going?
2 hours.
Papa feels away. Really? It's been 2 hours?
About, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
right.
And so that means I'm going to be wrapping it up then because my voice is shut and I have to be up at 8:30 tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah. So, as this is the last time we were recording this in 2021, anyone have anything profound to say?
Pay me.
All right, straight to the point.
Join Photochroma.
Sardonyx. Go check out everybody's art.
And not even anyone in particular here. Just go check out people's art because
Yeah.
support artists.
Support artists,
definitely
definitely.
support artists.
Like,
Don't buy NFTs.
you would not believe,
No.
like, the people who... Okay, if you don't know an artist, go make friends with one, because you do not comprehend the shit that we go through.
Most artists are lonely as it is. We could use friendship.
Starving artist is not just a metaphor.
Oh, it's true. As I say, as I just finished eating food earlier today.
Yeah, well. Didn't all of us technically finish eating food earlier today?
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like a. So my stomach doesn't growl. I always eat a snack before I record with you. Before I record in general now, because that's something hard to edit out of a video when your stomach just goes.
Yeah.
Then again, it's also past midnight here, so actually no.
That doesn't count.
I mean, it kind of does.
It's not tomorrow until the sun rises.
You know, I gotta say, I'm the same way. It's like if I stay up all night, yesterday is still today.
Yep.
No.
That is my rule. It is not the next day until dawn.
It's not the next day until I fall asleep and it becomes the next day.
Mm.
That's the way I work. So, with all that said, Happy New Year's, everyone, and we'll see you in future episodes.
Park.
Happy New Year.
Unless we somehow don't.